All right, welcome back to CTV Morning Live. We've done a quick changeover of the cakes, and Jeff's sailboat has arrived. Sophie's with us. And of course, Carla has just come in. You a lucky audience member who got to be able to help out today. As we've been mentioning, Jeff Hopper at home with Carson. Hopefully Carson's starting to feel better. Sophie, this is remarkable to see what you guys have been able to create over the last hour. And a lot of it has been very detailed work. So can I ask you right off the bat how you actually just even got to this molding of the sailboat?
It's actually hand carved. So I baked it in sheets of cake. I stacked them, and then I just carved it by hand with a knife.
And then just hoped that by the end of it, it looked actually like the frame of a sailboat.
I molded it with buttercream a little bit too, just to kind of get sort of some better angles on it. But yeah.
Okay. So since then, we have created the waves. Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Okay, for you, this is something that you've never done. So how much of this has been interesting to see what goes into the creation of these smaller pieces?
It's the ideas, like of, oh, what can we do next? And it's sort of thought of at the time. That's what's amazing.
It's on the go. You've actually been thinking through some of these as you've been making it.
Yeah, I didn't have a plan. I don't have a plan for most of these cakes. I just kind of see it, and if it's not quite right, just kind of tweak it and say, hey, what can we do to...
So how does one plan out how you're going to create the rope? You just started to play around. You knew you wanted. So what is the rope made out of?
That's what I'm going to show you, actually.
Okay.
Right here. So here, you can do this. Just twist it.
Carla's been figuring things out this morning. You've been really good. I saw you doing some of the twisting. So what's in there right now?
This is gum paste that's in there. It's actually a mixture of gum paste and fondant. It's 50-50. And it's when that comes out, got a decent length of it.
It pushes it through.
Yeah, it's like little holes in the end. You can get different shapes.
Can I say this is a little bit like Play-Doh?
It is.
A little, because this is usually when I say to the kids, please pick it up. Please don't let it fall into the carpet. So it will come out, and then
just take 2 pieces off.
You're a pro right now. Look at you going.
And this is really simple. Once you've got 2 pieces, you're just going to twist them together.
I'm sure. I know that Jeff is watching right now, so he's probably just dying to be able to see how this is all coming together. So you've twisted. You had, and I want you guys to do this. Those are toothpicks?
Those are toothpicks, yeah. I could have used spaghetti, but I used toothpicks on this occasion.
It's okay. We don't need to be able to eat every single aspect of the cake.
It's the only part you can't eat.
It's the only part you can't eat.
And this, the sail
to hold up to stick.
The holding part, the stick.
That's amazing. Okay, and so you slowly, and then you knotted them at the top.
I just kind of twisted them, like you kind of just twist it with your fingers. Gum paste is really, like, it sticks together. Like, if you push it, it'll just stick, and then I just kind of pushed it onto the toothpick, and
there you have it.
Yeah.
It's been pretty impressive. I also saw you painting earlier. So a lot of this was, what are you using to be able to create? It was just pretty much a paint, paint as you go.
For the anchor or for the...
You did I saw the anchor being done.
Carla did the anchor. That's all Carla.
And
all of it.
The steering wheel, not the steering wheel, but the wheel.
Yeah. So it's a food coloring. That was the shiny stuff you see is a gel, and then on the waves I actually used it's a dust. It's an edible food dust that you can use. So.
Do any of these also act as glues? I would think when I'm looking at the gel and everything down here with the waves, is it helping things stay together?
So the gel at the front is actually it's piping gel, and it wasn't actually colored, it's just clear. I used it to stick, but I used it because it looks kind of like water.
It does.
And it kind of, when you put the dust into it, it kind of gives you that.
So is that a blue dust?
It's a blue dust that I put in.
A blue dust onto the clear gel that's helping create the water-like effect and keeping
the waves in place.
In place. Amazing to see. Okay, how much more work has to be done?
I don't know, actually. It's kind of
I forgot. It's as she goes. So she's got about another hour to be able to put the final touches onto the sailboat cake that pretty much represents Jeff Hopper. I know he loves to get out there and sail. We're going to take a short commercial break. We have plenty more to come. We're also going to be talking about baking tools, baking gadgets for a lot of you that are thinking you want to start these projects, but might not necessarily have all the tools that you need. Still plenty more to come on our Cake Boss show, so stay with us. We're back after this.